Hey guys, welcome back to another BBQ Bros video. Tonight's video is part 6 of my homemade barbecue sauce series. This is the final installment of this series, and tonight we're going to be doing a raspberry barbecue sauce. So if you check out my blog, there's actually a recipe I've got up there that is a raspberry chipotle sauce, and it's really good. I actually like the non-chipotle version better. I just kind of, and the main reason why is that with the chipotle version, I've seen where quite a few of my family and friends weren't as big of a fan with that sauce as they were with the one where I leave the chipotles out. So it's a sweeter sauce. It's got a little bit of tang to it, not much, but it goes really good on pork and chicken, any poultry. I mean, you can really just pour this sauce over like a turkey sandwich or like a chicken sandwich, something like that. But definitely try this on some pork tenderloin, and I think I've got a couple recipes up on my blog for some like pecan crusted pork tenderloin, and it's really good on pulled pork too. So definitely hope you guys will try to make this sauce yourself, and let me know, if you tweak it out anyways. I've kind of been tweaking this recipe out. I've got it to where I really like it. So I'm going to go ahead and walk you through the ingredients real quick. This is 1.5 cups of ketchup. This is 1 cup of raspberry preserves. This is about 1/8 of a cup of honey. This right here is 1/8 of a cup of apple cider vinegar. I'm sorry, that's a 1/4 of a cup. This is 1/8 of a cup of Worcestershire sauce. 1/8 of a cup of molasses. 1 tablespoon of mustard. This is 1 teaspoon of black pepper, ground black pepper. 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. This is 1/2 tablespoon of chili powder. And then in this last guy, over here on this side, this is just a sprinkle of ground cloves. So if you've ever smoked a clove cigarette before, you'll know like just that real strong flavor that comes out. So that's exactly what you're going to smell this. So you just want a little bit. And then over here we've got 1/2 teaspoon of ground allspice. So there's a lot in this recipe. There's a lot of flavor. I mean, you're definitely going to taste the raspberry and kind of the molasses and honey up front, kind of that sweet end, but you will taste some of these spices kind of on the back end, so it goes really good. So this recipe is just like all the other sauces I've done, where you just I've seen where various people add ingredients to the pot at different times and get things simmering at different times. I'll be honest guys, I throw all this stuff in my mixing bowl, mix it all up, and just throw it in the pan and let it get up to a simmer, and then knock the heat back down, and I cannot tell a difference in taste or just the consistency of the sauce. So that's all we're going to do this time. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the ketchup. Get this in here. Again, that was 1.5 cups of ketchup, 1 cup of the raspberry preserves, and this is about 1/8 of a cup of honey. All the honey's going to do is kind of thicken it up and sweeten it up a little bit. You don't have to add the honey, but I like the flavor it adds. Get all that goodness in there. Alright, so here's the mustard. and our molasses. A couple people contacted me on my blog and let me know that they tried this sauce and said it was like the best sauce they've ever made, so hopefully some of you that make it feel the same way. This is Worcestershire sauce, apple cider vinegar, black pepper, garlic powder, chili powder, ground cloves, and ground allspice. That's what it's looking like before I mix it up. Just pretty much just looks disgusting before I mix it up, but we all know it's not going to be disgusting. Like I've shown you guys before, I just like to take a whisk and in a nice steel mixing bowl like this, because with some of the sauces, if you're using an ingredient that has chunks in it, like the raspberry preserves in this case, you really kind of want to go ahead and just whisk those out before you get it on the heat. You don't want to try to do that in your pan. Alright, that's pretty good right there. And one thing I wanted to go ahead and show you before I get this on the heat is you can already see like how thick the consistency is. So all you're really doing is just kind of getting this. Let me grab the camera. There we go, good shot of it. So you know, you can see how thick that consistency is. So you're just getting it on the heat to break some of this down, and it's going to end up a lot smoother than this, but it's going to stay thick throughout the whole cook and once you bottle it and everything. So I'll go ahead and get it on the heat for about 30 minutes and I'll pick back up and show you what it looks like. Alright guys, it's been 30 minutes. This is looking good. The consistency's looking good. So we're going to go ahead and cut the heat. And there you go, you can see that nice, just rich color. See that raspberry hue to it. Nice and thick. This smells awesome. There we go. That is all done. So we got a nice little thick, sweet raspberry barbecue sauce. And again, this one goes really good on poultry and on pork, like pork tenderloin or pulled pork. So try this one out. Let me know what you think, and thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.